And we are live. Thank you all for joining. I am Commissioner Rhino, and to my right is Abjude at AB/Salutely. I'm at High Desert Ron on the Twitter machine. Let's get right to it, man. Let's get right to it.
Let's get
I'm
to
really,
it.
I'm excited about this weekend's slate of football.
Mm. Can you believe it's
Don't,
already week 10?
don't break my heart, bro. I
Oh,
know
man.
that breaks my heart thinking about that because it shouldn't be week 10. We're
Yeah, right?
literally 4 weeks away from like fantasy football playoffs right now.
Yeah.
And
Isn't
that's
that something? This season
yeah.
flew by.
And I'm in a push in about 3 or 4 leagues where I'm
Nice. Yeah, me too.
so I need to push. I need some love from some players.
hmm I mean, this is around the time where you start, getting a little aggressive and making a move or two to upgrade your team. So I just
Yeah.
traded in a league where I had inconsistent quarterback play. I just traded Josh Jacobs for Jaden Daniels. It hurt me a little bit, but I know Jaden Daniels has a really good floor. So, and I needed stability at my quarterback position because I had depth everywhere
Yep.
else. So I'm
Yep.
willing to take that chance.
We just did a trade with the Shepard um Najee Harris and JSN for Brees Hall.
Oh, wow.
I gave up Brees Hall, but I'm good.
Wow.
I, it's okay. I like Najee Harris's freaking ceiling
Yeah.
going forward.
He does have a pretty good ceiling now that Russ is in charge. Yeah.
And before we get started, remember that the lines can change and everything. So just be aware of
Mhm.
that. We're doing this on Thursday, but only what you can afford to lose. That's the important thing. We want you to
Mhm.
have fun, but we don't want you to get into trouble.
Right.
So, what's the first game we're talking about?
Oof.
Giants and Panthers, 40 and a half.
Only, yeah, that's a low scoring game, so likely they're expecting a lot on the ground. I think Tyrone Tracy is
Hey,
probably
you
the only
might,
player I
yeah.
like.
Yes, somebody's be calling Tyrone.
Yeah, right. I made that reference the other day in my group chat and nobody got it. I was a little disappointed.
Did you YouTube it? Did you YouTube the song and send it to him?
No, no, no. I mean, I tried. Yeah, I told them about it.
But I like Tracy. I just got a thing saying Slayton didn't go. Slate didn't travel with the team with concussion, so he's
Mm,
out. So they're thin at wide receiver. Panthers. I'm interested to see how Jonathan Brooks looks.
right.
How many touches he gets. Is going to
hmm
be worth the hype?
I mean, well, we won't really know week one though.
No.
So yeah, so it'll probably take us a couple of weeks before we actually get, a legitimate answer.
Do
But
you ever
yeah,
we
I'm
would you
interested.
ever would you ever take a chance on somebody like a rookie that's gotten all the hype and play him in the DFS?
I mean, I'd have to see him produce first. Like I wouldn't play
Okay.
him like on a chance that he gets snaps because
Okay.
then he could end up getting like 5 snaps or like 7 snaps and doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
I got to
sense.
see it first.
Please like and subscribe and hit the notifications buttons. We'll be live tomorrow for lineup advice and Saturday for starting sits. Patriots and Bears.
Patriots and Bears. It's a tough matchup for Drake May. Ramondre Stevenson probably isn't too bad of a play, but because the Bears are a little susceptible in the run game.
Romeo
So,
for the Bears is probably a good play. Him and Caleb seem to be heating up a little bit.
I mean, they are, but the problem is it's too many people in that offense. So, like, you never know who's going to go off on any
Right.
given week. Yeah. So, it's like you don't want to, it's a high risk, high reward play for sure.
I like
But
DeAndre Swift too. He seems to be pretty solid week in and week
yeah,
out.
he seems to be getting better. Yeah.
Maybe like in a flex position or something like that, but
hmm
not to start.
The only thing is though is that Roshan Johnson is poaching him at the goal line, so like that kind of caps his ceiling a little bit.
Right. We knew that was going to happen too. He just got
hmm
he had been hurt, so
Right, and they just traded Khalil Herbert, so there isn't really anybody of consequence in that room.
yeah. Where'd you get that trade?
I'm sorry.
Where'd you get that trade?
Um, he went to the
Bengals.
Bengals for. Do you know what the compensation was?
I think a sixth. It wasn't a much.
Yeah, I mean those guys aren't really valued, anymore anyway. So you can get a running back for cheap.
Yeah. Well, Patriots though, no receivers for Patriots. No
No,
flop.
absolutely not. No,
Well,
I don't
especially
trust
'cause the
anybody in
Bears.
that offense except for Hunter Henry.
Yeah, yeah, he's eating up pretty good too.
Yeah, Khalil Herbert was traded for a 2025 seventh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bills Colts.
Oh my God. Do we have to do this game?
Bills Colts.
Like,
It
I
got
honestly feel like they're
it
gonna
got
kill
sent,
us.
it got sent to the kids table.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna kill us.
Do you really?
I really do. I really do. And honestly, I will be pleasantly surprised if we keep up with them in this game. The only way that I think we keep up with them in this game is if Flacco were to somehow either play bad enough to get benched or he got hurt, God forbid. But I think that D line is going to get so much pressure on him. Our right tackle is not playing, Braden Smith.
Right.
At least I don't think he's playing. If he doesn't play, that'll be a huge problem because then they'll just attack our backup right tackle, and that's going to cause problems for a guy like Flacco, who's a statue in the pocket.
Yeah.
But
What about Jonathan Taylor?
I'd play Jonathan Taylor because the Bills have an average run
Right.
defense. So like I think it's a good matchup for our style of offense at least.
And what
I think we'll have an advantage in the run game.
would Kincaid be a good play?
Yeah, Kincaid would be a good play.
Coleman, I don't think Coleman's playing, and Amari Cooper still nursing a hand injury. They never said exactly what he did.
Right. So it's going to be.
So you have Shakur,
Yeah, Khalil Shakir, of course.
Matt Hollins.
Matt Collins is a good play.
Yeah.
I definitely play Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Josh Allen's going to have a big day.
He might. Yeah, his price might be in the 9s though, probably.
Oh, yeah. He's most likely quarterback 1 or 2. He has to be.
What about Cook for the Bills?
Cook too. Cook is going to be heavily involved. I saw that Ray Davis has been making some plays consistently, so that's kind of eating into Cook's value a bit. But this might be a get right game for Cook because our defense gives up points to running backs like no tomorrow.
Yeah, but I think, and aren't you guys missing some defensive players too that are hurt?
Not anymore. They came back, except for the ones that are gone for the season. But DeForest Buckner came back last week. Kwity Paye came back. So like our D line was looking a little bit better than usual, but I don't know. Like I still think, who was the last team that we played? The Texans. Joe Mixon still had over 100 yards and a touchdown on us.
Yeah.
So, and the Bills O line is improved now. So like I think they're gonna try and make an emphasis on running the ball, and I think that's where they can have an advantage in the run game.
I think so too.
Vikings, Jags. Start as
Trevor
many
Lawrence
Vikings as you
might not be
can.
playing on this game too.
Really?
Yeah.
That actually makes it even more interesting if Trevor Lawrence doesn't play, because I feel like Jones is a better fit for the system.
Yeah, they signed CJ Beathard from the Miami Dolphins practice squad. He has a shoulder issue.
Oh wow.
So he might not play.
Yeah, I think Mac Jones is going to look really good.
I've always liked Mac Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I just think he just kind of he got stuck between freaking
horrible coaching.
Yeah, horrible coaching.
Mm-hmm.
Evan Ingram would be a good play.
Evan Ingram is definitely a good play. Yeah, Mac Jones loves tight ends. I would even play Mac Jones as a quarterback because I know the Vikings give up a lot of passing yards. So like there'll be opportunities there. He'll get some chances. And I think he could put up some points and maybe get like a garbage time touchdown or two.
That's interesting. I don't know about that. I did because you have to pick. We're picking tonight, so and it's not 100% that Mac Jones is playing. I'm just saying that there's a good chance that Trevor Lawrence isn't.
Vikings player, I'm saying like if he does play though, like that's someone that I would play. Like if I was streaming a quarterback in fantasy, for example, like I would play Mac Jones.
Yeah, but Vikings, who's tempting other than Jefferson?
Other than Jefferson, Aaron Jones, of course. Yeah.
Addison.
Addison. I mean, Addison is hit or miss now. That what's his name is back.
Fuck.
What's this guy's name? Oh, Hawkinson. Yes,
Yeah.
that Hawkinson is back. So Hawkinson is getting most of the targets, aside from JJ, of course. So like I don't know. I feel like Addison is boom or bust, and you just
Yeah.
never know.
There's a lot of players like that, it seems like.
Yeah, but that usually happens though when you're on a team that has a whole bunch of other weapons.
Right. So what's next? Evan Ingram is going to eat in this game.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, they're down bad at wide receiver. Right now. There's a couple
Especially
of
if they play him at in the wide receiver spot too.
Mm-hmm.
Colts and Chiefs.
I mean, Evan Ingram is a big body wide receiver technically.
Yeah. Broncos and Chiefs.
Broncos and Chiefs. I'm always tempted with these games to like go towards the +8.5 because the Chiefs don't really care about covering anymore. They just want to win games. They don't care how they win them.
Right.
But I feel like this is gonna be a game that's gonna end like 27-10 or like 27-8.
Yeah. I think the Broncos. They're playing in Kansas City.
Yeah,
Maybe the only Bronco that might be worth playing would be Courtland Sutton.
I wouldn't even play Courtland Sutton because Courtland Sutton's going to see Trent McDuffie. And you also have to realize that Steve Spagnuolo is about to play a rookie quarterback at home.
Oh.
That is a recipe for
disaster. He'll be dialing some stuff up.
Absolutely.
Chiefs, what about the Chiefs? Would you roll out D Hopkins again, or you think that was an outlier?
I wouldn't say that it was an outlier. I still think he's gonna get a good amount of targets because Andy is gonna draw plays for him. You have to.
Yeah.
But it's just he might not score a touchdown, but I do think that he'll get receptions, he'll get yards. He's a pretty good flex play. D Hop. Yeah. I would put him in my flex.
I think the other night, Worthy not staying in bounds and not going into the end zone.
Oh yeah.
That set Reed off, and so he wasn't getting the looks at all. So I think that's why Hopkins got a lot more targets too.
Worthy definitely needs some more work. Like he's getting so close on some big plays.
We should play Kelsey. I don't know if I'd play Kelsey.
Kelsey might be too expensive, but he usually plays pretty well in these division games. So I know that if we plugged him in, that he would be guaranteed production. So, like, if you wanted to make that the premium position of the week, then he'd be a great play. Because now, go ahead.
Would the Chiefs' defense be a good play?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I picked them up in 2 of my leagues, and I'm definitely starting them. Yeah, Spagnuolo at home against the rookie quarterback, absolutely.
Yeah, I have to go back and look and see what I've got going on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Travis Kelce is 7,000.
Oh, that's not bad. It's not the greatest, but it's not bad.
I wouldn't play Kareem Hunt in this game because Broncos' rush defense is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. They're going to try and take away the run.
Yeah. Bo Nix is 7,000. Worthy is 69.
And Mahomes is 7,900. That is not bad.
No, not bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
Something to think about.
Yeah.
Falcons and Saints. This is gonna be a blowout, I think.
I don't think so. These games are always close. These games are always fun, and one of these defenses always score. That's the one thing that I remember from the Falcons and Saints games because they usually play on Thanksgiving.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, I think they played a few times on Thanksgiving.
Interesting. Any Saints players that you would be playing? Except for Kamara.
I don't even know if I'd play Kamara. I don't trust this offense at all right now. Yeah. No. Taysom Hill is a really good play because he's gonna get touches everywhere. He's gonna get touches as a fullback, running back, quarterback. I mean, I think they let you play him at tight end, but he plays everything on Sunday, so he'd be a great pick.
Falcons, would you play Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, I'd play. I don't know because Drake London's not playing and Kyle Pitts might not play, so I think that will change his offensive output. but maybe he relies on some of the backup guys and maybe they can get the job done. But
Yeah.
I probably would only play Bijan, maybe Tyler Algier as like a last flex spot.
What about Mooney? You don't play?
Um, I don't think so because I think that Mooney is a wide receiver too, and when you make him the wide receiver one, he's getting the best, defender on him, which will probably be Alante Taylor now that Lattimore is no longer there. So I think that Mooney might have a little bit of a tougher day than a guy like Ray McLeod
I was just gonna say Ray
or
McLeod.
yeah. So I think Ray McLeod
He
might
might be
get
a
some of
sneaky play.
the cornerback twos or maybe like a linebacker in the slot, something like that.
And then the other wide receiver be playing with Cardell Hodges, but I wouldn't play him because
Oh yeah, that's deep.
yeah, that's deep. That's
Hmm.
but I think Bijan's gonna be a heavy run game, probably little dink and dunk passes,
Yeah, Bijan should carry a lot of that load.
which I'll be happy with.
Hmm.
Be real happy with.
There'll be a little Algier in there too, of course.
Yeah, but it's funny because Bijan seems like his carries are getting a lot more now. The last game he had like 20 carries.
Oh wow. Yeah, it kind of feels like they take turns.
Yeah,
Like one week Bijan gets a crazy amount of carries, then the next week Algier gets, so it's like they literally ride the hot hand. A lot of
yeah,
teams say they'll do it, but they actually do it.
right. Yeah, it drives me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Drives me crazy.
Yep.
49ers at Bucks.
Oof. I think this game is going to be high scoring. So do the books. And I think it is going to be a butt whooping
By the Bucks.
by the Niners.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. I think the Niners are probably going to blow them out. The game will probably end up being closer because of the final score, because I feel like the Bucks are just going to be throwing the ball in the fourth quarter. But I think that the Niners are going to like run away with this game, especially if CMC is back.
What do you? Okay, so if CMC's back, what are you expecting of that?
Full workload.
Really?
Absolutely. Full workload. Because they did the same thing. They did the same thing, I think, what was it, last year or 2 years ago when they got him? Literally the week that they acquired him, they said he learned the
Right.
playbook in like 3 days, and then they gave him like 23 carries that same Sunday.
That's to me that's nuts, but that's
Yeah,
sounds
but
like
I mean,
that's fine.
he
I can
performed
see
well,
why.
and yeah,
Is there any? Would you play him?
I would. I would
Would
play
you?
him, and yeah, and I would assume that he wouldn't be. Maybe I could be wrong, but I would assume that he wouldn't be as expensive because of the fact that it's his first game back from injury. But then
Yeah.
again, they might recognize his value and pump him up into the 8,000, 9,000 range anyway because
What
of
about Brock?
CMC.
Yeah. What about Brock Purdy? Would you
I'd play Brock Purdy. Yeah,
Okay.
I'd play Brock
And
Purdy.
then
This Bucks defense is terrible.
what about Kate Otten for the Bucks?
I'd play Kate Otten too. He's literally getting every single target possible. Yeah, I'd take Kate Otten.
Bucky? Would you play Bucky?
No, because they have an actual committee back there. And last week I thought Bucky was gonna be the one that scored, but it turned out that
White.
Rashard White got a carry inside the
Yeah.
3-yard line, and then he scored a touchdown. I was like, okay.
All right, everybody, please like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be live tomorrow with a lineup show, advice show, and then Saturday starting set advice. So come join us. Please remember that bet what you can afford,
Gamble
and that the line
responsibly.
can change. What? Steelers 2.5. That's
Really?
that was surprising.
That the line changed?
No, that the only 2.5.
Wait, what do you mean only 2.5?
Well, I would think it'd be more.
More on the Commander side?
Yeah,
I mean, but it's the Pittsburgh Steelers though.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
teams don't typically blow out the Steelers. Like if they beat them, if the Commanders beat them, it's gonna have to be either in a low scoring affair or it's gonna have to be a shootout where someone ends up losing by a field goal or like somebody goes for 2 at the end of regulation or something. But I mean, it's still the Pittsburgh Steelers,
Yeah,
And Jaden Daniels hasn't faced a defense like this so
that's what's
far
gonna
in
be
his career.
interesting. That's what's gonna
Hmm.
be interesting to see how he handles it too.
Right. Yep.
What what's the others you like? You like Najee Harris in this? Would you play him?
No, I would play George Pickens though, because the
Yeah.
Commanders are, yeah, they're weak in their secondary. They just got Marshawn Lattimore, but I don't know if he's playing this week.
No, he's out
And
still.
he's not okay.
Yeah.
So this will probably be the last chance to take advantage of a bad like Washington secondary.
It'll be
So
interesting to see how if they play Mike Williams too, how that looks. The dynamic
I
between that.
mean, yeah, it'll probably just be a shot or two here and there. He'll probably have like 2 catches for like 40 yards or something like that. They just need him to make a big play, and
Yeah.
he's in game shape because he's been playing all season. So
Yeah.
that's great for them.
It's
Um,
now Russell Wilson has literally two receivers that are point of contact and receivers and go for the ball.
yeah,
You
I'd
know,
play
so
Russell Wilson in this game.
yeah, I
Yeah.
play Russell Wilson too.
Hmm.
Would you? What about McLaurin? Scary.
I'd play McLaurin, absolutely. I mean, it might be a little bit. It might be a little bit more difficult for Terry McLaurin because he's gonna be followed by Joey Porter. So
The Porter
maybe
can be
he
had though.
struggles there. Yeah, if he can be had, that's true. So, but I like Terry though. Terry's a very good play. I feel like Jaden trusts him and he gives him a couple go balls a game. Like he gives him a couple
Yeah,
chances a game, and Terry usually comes down with those catches. So, yeah, Terry
their
wouldn't be a bad play.
their connection is pretty good.
Hmm.
That's I think that should be a good game right there.
Yeah, I think it will be a good game. Absolutely.
Just
Titans, Chargers, Titans. I don't believe in the Titans at all. So
no,
yeah, I just think the Chargers are
no.
just gonna outmuscle them. They're gonna just beat them up physically, and I think they're just gonna run the ball at them, run at them until they get
Chargers
tired, and
passing
then
game though they've been throwing a little bit more lately.
yeah, they're coming alive. Yep.
I
I
like
mean, but
Johnson
that's
will
what
not be
happens
a bad
though,
play.
and that's a typical hardball philosophy. Like they'll run the ball until you commit to the run, and then they hit you over the top.
Right. All right. Bruce. Oh, there we
They
go.
hit you on some play action deep shot or something like that.
I think isn't Edwards back this week too? Or did they
Does
yeah,
I think he should be back this week. Yeah, but I still think J.K. Dobbins is a really good play.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Titans defense though is still pretty good though.
I mean, yeah, but you know, I think that when it comes to like matchups like this, when you have a good unit versus another good unit, it's gonna come down to which team is the toughest. And if I had to
Right.
pick which of these two teams I think is gonna be the toughest, I think it's gonna be the Chargers.
Well, yeah, because they're built like that.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't play
Oh,
any
he's
of the
still on IR.
yeah, I wouldn't play any of the running backs for Titans against the Chargers defense
Yeah.
at all. Chargers defense is pretty well. I think Will Levis is playing too. Or
Oh yeah. Oh, if Will Levis is playing, fire up the Chargers defense. Oh,
yeah, because
fire them
he's
up.
good for interception or a fumble,
Absolutely.
or both on a good afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
All right. Jets and Cards.
I think this is going to be a sneaky good game too.
It very well could be
Mm-hmm.
because Cardinals they're playing decently, but the thing with the Cardinals though is they have no passing attack. I think Kyler
Well, I
Murray
mean,
threw for
they have a
189,
they have a young passing attack, but they're a running team. James Conner is the engine of that offense.
and he's hurt.
Yeah, but he's still playing though, right?
It's he's a limited practice today.
Yeah, I mean, but guys like that, like they practice with injuries all the time. They play with injuries all the time. So, you know,
Yeah,
I don't think it'll.
but it also seems like that Benson's starting to get a little more into his touches.
Oh
And
yeah,
then DeMarcio.
Amari DeMarcado.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got some last week too.
Yeah, but I don't expect that to continue though. Unless James Conner gets injured, I think it'll be the same thing. he'll keep getting fed. He'll keep getting 20, 25, 30 touches.
What about Garrett Wilson or Brees Hall for the Jets?
Garrett Wilson, absolutely. Garrett Wilson is getting cornerback twos on a regular basis now, and he is killing them. Ever since Devontae Adams came to the Jets, this man has been on a tear.
And everybody thought that he was going to get targeted at all.
Right. But it actually helped him out.
Oh yeah, big time. And everybody knows football knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, that's true. You take the attention away from him, absolutely.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, at the beginning of the season before the Adams, he was going against some of the best DBs in the NFL too. So
and Rodgers was
a little bit, but
right. And Rodgers was saying that they would bracket, the coverage toward his side, so he'd be getting double teamed on a regular basis.
Yeah. So any Cardinals would you play?
Cardinals, I would play Trey McBride.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. I wouldn't take a chance on any of the pass catchers because this Jets secondary is pretty formidable.
Yeah. It's kind of sad what's happened to Marvin Harrison Jr. too, that he's not where he was drafted at in most leagues. He's not there.
No, yeah, not yet.
Not at all.
Yeah, and I don't think his OC is doing him any favors because they're not using him the way that he needs to be used, for the weapon that he actually is.
Yeah, I agree. All right, we got next.
Woo-hoo. Eagles at Cowboys. I see this as another butt whooping.
Oh yeah, Eagles are going to whoop on that at.
Yeah, I feel like Saquon's going to have a huge day. Saquon, I would play. I would play Saquon. I would play Jalen Hurts. Yeah. I would play A.J. Brown if he's playing. If Dallas Goedert is playing, I'd play Dallas Goedert because Dallas Goedert loves to terrorize the Cowboys.
Yeah, most teams do right now.
Yeah, right?
I think Micah Parsons is still limited participant, so he might not be playing again.
Yeah, there's a good chance Michael Parsons doesn't play for the rest of the season.
Well,
there's a really good chance. Yeah, I mean, and he's still having his contract negotiations because it was between him or CD, and CD got paid.
He got paid.
What if the Cowboys trade Micah Parsons?
They might.
Wouldn't that be crazy though? Micah Parsons is like their third or fourth best player.
I know, but I've said. I think I told you. I said this to you on X. Jerry Jones has the Al Davis syndrome.
Oh yeah.
You can't do that his own damn way, man. When
Jerry Jones is a mess.
Towards the end, Al Davis was making stupid ass. So I think Jerry Jones. Remember, they need a GM.
They need an actual GM. Yeah,
the game's kind of passed them by.
Yeah.
I'm going to play any Cowboys in this game.
Nope, none
at all.
Yeah, Dak's injury is worse than what they initially thought, so he's probably gone for the year. CD hurt his shoulder. He has an AC joint sprain.
Yeah, but he's playing, but still, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah. If someone else lands on him, if he lands funny on it, it could make it so much worse.
So, maybe it's be a Jonathan Mingo game. Who knows?
Jonathan Mingo cost more to the Dallas Cowboys than acquiring DeAndre Hopkins.
I know
was for the Chiefs.
Dude,
what is going on in Dallas?
See, I told you, man. Al Davis syndrome.
Oh my God.
That's
insane.
My wife is rolling around in gray because of that. Trust me. Oh. Sunday night. Detroit. And
oh, Jerry.
He's looking closer and closer to the dude from the Tales of the Crypt.
Wow. I remembered the moment I knew that Jerry officially lost his mind was when he was at a press conference and he tried to tell the media how his draft board was set up. And then he took the draft board, flipped it around, showed it to people, and said, look at these people and where we had them placed. I was like, Jerry, what are
Jerry,
you doing? What are you doing, Jerry?
God, just
Oh, man. Yeah, but until Jerry
yeah,
takes his hand out of the cookie jar, the Cowboys will never be anything more than just a rich franchise.
yeah. That's basically what
That
it
is
is right
it.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Lions and Texans is
Sunday
Nico.
night football.
That's
I
gonna
don't
be a
know.
good
Is
game.
Nico playing?
From what I've seen and read, he was doing good. They said he was doing good, and then all of a sudden he didn't practice. So they're not saying if he tweaked his hammy in practice or not.
Ooh, yeah,
So
that's not a good sign.
that's the
Yeah.
last thing I saw on what I on one of my apps I get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely not a good sign. Um, yeah, I don't think that he's playing, and if he does play because of that, them sitting him out of practice, if he does play, there's a chance that he might get injured in the middle
Yeah,
of the game. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't play him.
I play
The
Tank Dell maybe.
Tank Dell maybe. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Tank Dell is pretty shifty. He can get open. Um,
This might be a Stroud get right game too because he's been off.
I mean,
This could be a
it
shootout, dude.
could be. Yeah, it could be. That's true. It has the potential to be. I think Stroud had a couple of opportunities last week, and I think that because he didn't have that much practice with the guys that were out there,
Yeah,
that affected them, like their chemistry and their
yeah,
timing. So
big time.
hopefully he worked with them this week and he has much better timing this upcoming game. But there's definitely a chance that this could turn into a shootout. I can absolutely see it.
Jameer Gibbs or Montgomery, or would you go
I
by the
always start
price?
I always start Montgomery because I always think that Montgomery is going to get anything inside the 5 yard line, and
Not
for
all the
some
time though.
reason, I mean, well, not all the time because I know that Gibbs sometimes he gets a few like runs
Yeah,
at the like inside the red zone, but with Montgomery, it's very like he's very like situation specific. So, for example, they'll play him at the beginning of a game to try and assert the run game, to try and assert their dominance. And then usually he'll get that first touchdown, or it'll be like a play action pass or something like that. Then, when they need to regain momentum, they go back to running the ball, and it's usually him that gets the ball.
yeah.
And then, third, whenever they're closing out in the fourth quarter of games, the person they usually like to let run out the clock is David Montgomery.
Would you play Amon? I think Stingley's going to be on him. Stingley's pretty good cornerback.
Yeah, but Stingley has low-key been getting torched this year. A lot of wide receivers haven't caught the passes
Okay.
that they should while Stingley was playing defense, but he's been getting torched this year.
So you'd play Amon?
Yeah, I'd play Amon-Ra. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Would you play golf?
I would play golf. Yeah,
Would you play golf over Stroud?
golf over Stroud. Well, yes, because golf has the better weapons.
And he's playing indoors.
Right.
And
We love some indoors Jared Goff.
he's an indoor cat. He likes it like that.
He's an indoor cat.
Right on. All right, let's build this team, dude. Let's build it. Excuse me.
So where do you want to start?
Sorry, running back.
We can do that.
Let's look at Saquon.
Saquon, yeah. Saquon's prime for tearing number one. Bless you.
Christian McCaffrey is freaking number 2 coming off.
I'm telling you, he's gonna go back in there and they're gonna treat it like he was never gone.
I know, but two Achilles tendonitis. 2.
Yeah.
Not 1, 2.
Yeah, I know. They're gonna ride him till the wheels fall off.
All right. That's kind of high for
That
Barkley.
is very high. Yeah. I mean, Barkley's wide receiver. I'm running back one.
But
I
about
kind of
Taylor.
figured that. Jonathan Taylor,
Yeah.
8,600. That's not bad. It's a little bit cheaper.
Gibbs is 84. Kareem Hunt, 83. But like Denver's rush defense is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Brees Hall's 82.
Jordan
I
Mason.
like Brees Hall against
Brees Hall
Arizona.
against Arizona. Yeah.
Let's do Brees Hall.
Mm-hmm.
And then what about secondary? Or should you just go wide receiver now?
We can look at the wide receivers and see if we can find anybody that's a little interesting.
Lamb is
So many questionable wide
yeah.
receivers.
Yeah. Garrett Wilson is 7,900. Would you stack Garrett and Brees?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, those are their two playmakers.
And Rodgers seems to be doing a little bit better now. Yeah.
He's right under Mike Evans.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's a decent price. I'm actually surprised he's only at 7,900.
Yeah. I mean, he's being undervalued a little bit because he's technically not the wide receiver one. So
He's playing like wide receiver one. He's had
right.
numbers like wide receiver one.
Mm-hmm.
Go quarterback now,
We can do
or,
quarterback. Yeah.
or go back to running back. What's the best way you like to play?
I mean, I like to stack the quarterback with the wide receiver, so that way, if he throws him a touchdown, that's twice the points.
Yeah.
I always like the quarterback wide receiver stack.
Aaron Rodgers, then would you change out Brees Hall then, so you're not stacking too much?
Change out Brees Hall for Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, I mean, depending on what Aaron Rodgers' price is, sure. Yeah,
Let's see.
because I think that he'd be fairly cheap.
You would think, but Chris McCaffrey, geez,
That's pretty shocking.
It is.
Ouch. Aaron Rodgers is priced less than Dak Prescott, and Dak Prescott's not even playing. Good Lord.
7,100.
7,100 is a steal.
He's less than freaking Flacco too.
Yeah.
You want to do the Wilson Flacco? Oh, geez, Wilson Rodgers stack.
Yeah, let's do it. One thing I would like to say is that every single time so far, except for that 1 week that we picked Trevor Lawrence and Brian Thomas Jr., every time we have picked a quarterback, that quarterback has underperformed. I went back and looked at some of our other lineups.
Oh, really?
Yes. So we might be cursed at quarterback here.
We might be. Hopefully not. Maybe because we're going lower end and not the higher end. Maybe we'll reverse the curve.
We tried remember that 1 week that we tried Kirk Cousins because Kirk Cousins was cheap, and then we did Daniel Jones. Yeah.
Oh,
like every time we did it, they underperformed.
Oh God. All right.
Yeah, right.
So let's go back to running back then.
Yeah.
You say you like Montgomery, but Houston's rush defense is pretty decent. What Taylor do last week?
Taylor had,
but they might.
I think he had a decent day, nothing crazy.
Bijan's at 8,800.
October 27th. Oh, against the Texans, JT had 20 carries for 105 yards. Yeah, so I think the Lions could probably put up similar numbers.
The last time we chose wrong one.
Yeah, right. That's another thing too. Yeah, we picked the wrong Lion. But I always say if they didn't score a touchdown the game before, the likelihood of them scoring a touchdown this game is probably very high.
That's pretty interesting. What about Bijan? Would you play Bijan over Montgomery? He's at 8,800.
How much is Montgomery?
800. 8,000.
Right there. 8,000?
So,
I mean, and Bijan is 8,800. Yeah.
That's dude. I like.
Or how about Aaron Jones? Aaron Jones is a step underneath Montgomery. He has a much better matchup.
Okay. All right. So we could probably go a little higher on the next wide receiver, or should we see one of the higher end tight ends is priced at?
Yep. Let's look at the tight ends. Yeah. See what our flexibility would be.
Damn.
Ooh. Tight ends are pricey. TJ has a good matchup against Jacksonville. Who do we play this week again? Buffalo. I think one of the Buffalo tight ends would be a really good play. I'm really not sure which one.
Ingram's only 6,200.
That's pretty cheap. Yeah.
Kincaid 6,000.
Not bad.
So which one has a better matchup? I think Ingram's matchup. Well, I was in you because you're an Indianapolis fan.
Yes, I am. Mm-hmm.
So and proud of it too.
I am.
Just how do they rate up against tight ends?
Not very well. Tight ends have been killing us against the Miami game. Jonnu Smith, I think he scored twice. If he didn't score twice, then he scored once and had like something ridiculous, like 7 or 8 catches. So I think they match up pretty well against our linebackers because our linebackers are not that good in coverage. Like they're good tacklers, but they're not really that good in coverage. So the tight ends take advantage of that. So I think Dalton Kincaid is a very good play.
Seems like he's due for a freaking breakout game, man.
Right.
He hasn't had one too.
I mean, you got to think about it like the tight end position realistically gets maybe like 8 to 10 targets a game, depending on the offense. And then if you're splitting that time with 2 tight ends, it's kind of hard for you to have 7 catch, 8 catch, 9 catch games because you're not really the focus of the offense.
But maybe with Cooper still kind of nursing a hand and Coleman being out, maybe he'll get a little.
I mean, and if the Bills are a good team, they'll take advantage of our team's weakness, and our team's weakness is we don't match up well against tight ends.
All right, let's do Kincaid. I'm good with that.
I'm doing good with Kincaid too. Yeah.
That's not a bad price either,
Right.
So
we still have a $6,200 average, so it's not too bad.
No. Let's go fill out the running backs.
Yeah.
Let's see what Montgomery is.
8,000.
Cooks is 7,800.
Yeah, I was gonna say you want to try and look a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Brian Robinson's questionable.
Dude, Najee
Harris. Najee against Washington. It's not bad.
Oh, what about Tracy? It's called Tyrone.
Oh yeah, Tyrone Tracy. No way he's near the top. No, they don't think that highly of him.
They're not like us.
Right? Yeah, keep going.
Come on.
Keep going. Give us the value.
Can't find him.
Oh, he might not be available because they play the overseas game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, ETN was available.
Yeah, but
they're not playing overseas.
Yeah, they're not playing overseas.
I'll use some playing overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Panthers and the Giants that are playing Sunday morning.
Damn.
So he's
that
not
would have been good. All right. So where are we at then?
Great.
See.
So you can scroll up a little bit. Yeah.
Najee.
Oh, J.K.
Oh, J.K.
Yeah, 7,300, not bad.
He's a better play than Is he a better play than Najee Harris? Washington.
Well, yes, because he's going to be handling all the touches.
Okay.
He has the backfield pretty much all to himself.
That's not bad. Let's do Najee or then J.K.
J.K. Dobbins, yeah. So all right. Then we got wide receiver, and flex.
All right. 23,800 left.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what we can do with that. So we're definitely gonna have to scroll down in like the mid tier for wide receiver.
What
Something around like the 6,200 range, something like that. See if
Jalen
there's anybody
Tober?
worth it. Jamison Williams. I'd play Jamison Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Khalil Shakir is down there too.
I still didn't see. I didn't see Cup or Cooper Cup or Puka.
Mm. Well, yeah, because they would probably be
Oh,
near the
Monday
top.
night. Yeah, duh. Okay, duh.
Hmm. Oh yeah, that's true. They do play Monday.
Monday Night
Yeah, them in
Football.
Miami.
Jalen Tolbert might not be a bad play either.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll get the volume with Cooper Rush because I don't think they're gonna throw the ball a lot with Cooper. They might not.
They might have to throw the ball because they're gonna be behind.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
Yeah,
they'll stack the box and make
yeah,
make
they
him
don't have much
throw.
of a run game.
No.
So would you take Jalen Tolbert in a game where he's most likely going to be behind, or take Jamison Williams in a game where the entire offense could go off and he can just grab a piece of the pie?
Tolbert just because he's on more volume than
Okay.
Jameson.
All right, we can go with Tolbert.
Yeah.
And then wide receiver and flex, 17,000.
Let's go.
Oh, and we don't even have a defense. Yeah, we're gonna have to start scaling back here.
All right.
Yeah,
Go
we have
back
4 players that are in the 7,000s. That makes sense.
Yeah. Just go back at Aaron Jones or
Yeah, pull back Aaron Jones. All right, so we're gonna have to get a little cheaper at running back.
Brees Hall. Rashid White, 64.
Mm-hmm. Rico Dowdle, 62.
Javonte Williams.
Algier.
We could take a chance with Ray Davis.
Yeah, I mean it's a coin flip, but sure. Yeah, because there's a chance that they're so far ahead that they bench James Cook,
Yeah.
and Ray Davis gets like every touch in the third and fourth quarter or
But you
fourth
still,
quarter.
yeah, even if Cook is busy, Ray Davis still getting a lot of touches and stuff.
Yeah,
Especially
he's a good change of pace back.
yeah.
So let's pick a defense.
Yeah.
Before we distribute the rest of the money.
Chargers 4,800.
Okay. Is there something?
What are the Rams? Oh no, geez, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah. Is there something lower that has a good matchup?
What the Jets? I mean the Giants. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, we can't do. Yeah, it's overseas too. Yeah. Scroll a little bit more. Falcons against New Orleans. No. Yeah. So the Chargers was the one we decided on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steelers aren't a bad play either, though.
They're not a bad play, but Washington's offense is pretty good.
True. All right.
All right.
Now we got
7,300 per player. Yeah.
Go flex first. See what we got here.
We can do something in like between 8,000 to like 75, between 7,500 and 8,000.
Okay.
That's the range we should go.
Aaron Jones.
Yeah, so someone around this area, yeah. I mean, you were talking about Darnell Mooney earlier.
Yeah.
You think that'd be a good play?
I think it'd be a good play.
Okay, so Darnell Mooney. Let's give Mooney a chance. And then how much do we have left? 7,200. That should get us a good, like a Hail Mary wide receiver or, yeah, wide receiver is what we're doing next.
Oh, Josh Downs.
Oh, there you go. Josh Downs right
Tank
there.
Dell.
Tank Dell.
Yes.
Yeah, Tank Dell.
Let's do Tank Dell.
Yeah,
Our
perfect.
Pickens is 7,000, dude.
Ooh.
Let's do Pickens.
Yeah, let's do Pickens. Yeah,
do Pickens.
let's do Pickens. Yeah.
All right. Do we have anything left over?
$200.
Oh, that's pretty good. Shoot.
Is there what's our lowest priced Jalen? Do you want to try and upgrade Jalen Tolbert?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if there's another wide receiver in that range that we can take.
DJ Moore, 65.
DJ Moore. Who do the Bears play again? Scroll down a little bit to DJ. Yeah, DJ Moore. They play New England Patriots. Yeah, I like DJ Moore as a play. Yeah, I think DJ Moore will get more targets.
On him?
I mean, I don't know.
What about
there's
Lad?
three. There's three of them too. So
Yeah.
Lad is playing against Tennessee. I like Lad, but I think DJ Moore has the better matchup.
Okay. All right, let's do DJ Moore.
And that's it.
And they're playing at home, so they play better at home too.
And $100 left.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Right on. All right. I think we did I think we did pretty good here.
I think so.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you. And please, everybody, like and subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow night, 8 Eastern, for lineup advice with me and the Shepard. We'll be back. Please join us.
Have a good night.
Have a good evening. Bye.